Hey gang, I was just realizing that I hadn't guys, if you've seen half the stuff I do videos on. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the I've got a Pioneer here I haven't done a video on that I got at the dump for free. I put some new knobs on it. It works great. The old Sony boombox, you've seen that. I've got some subwoofers by Boston I haven't done videos on, and got some new tube enclosures. You can see there's some old Zenith stuff full of tubes I've got. There's some other sub enclosures down there. Some other stuff I've got that I haven't done. I don't remember what I got going on over here, but anyway, some subs I got the other day, and some of the other stereo equipment that I've done. And there's some tube stuff you may recognize. And anyway, this is the multi-purpose room. I got some new Advent speakers here. I've got to do a video on there. They sound really great. But here's some of the old tube stuff here, and some. Of course, you've seen a lot of this stuff. Some of the stuff you haven't seen. But I forgot about this. I didn't do a video on this sumbitch. Look at this, man. I got this at the dump for free. All I did was pick this sumbitch up, and it was being rained on. And I poured the water out of it. And I've never owned much Fisher stuff before, and this is not the studio standard stuff or whatever, but it doesn't really matter because this is just the integrated amp. An integrated amplifier only means it has treble and bass controls. It's not just a straight whatever. Anyway, just the amplifier. But check these out. I mean, it's check out these lights. I mean, it's, excuse me. I don't know if you can see it from wherever you are, Pennsylvania or Russia or Australia, New Zealand, China, Upper Volta. But these things are sweet. This is a surprisingly nice amp. It's not actually audiophile stuff like maybe this Marantz is, or the Yamaha, the A series here, the Natural Sound. Whatever. I've done videos on that. I've actually got this the old ATX power supply there, running a cooling fan on the back of the Yamaha. Because I can't turn it off right now. I don't feel like rewiring all this crap. I've got, and I don't have the scope running off of. Anyway, I've got this just powered out, running off of this. So when I turn this on, it cuts everything else on. Because the switch here in the 1060, I'm running out. Preamp is the special part of this. I'm running the power amp in this, which is the special part of this. So I have this button right here turning it all on and off. Of course, as you can see, I put all new bulbs in there. Whatever I'm trying to say here, sorry guys. There's my problem I'm having tonight. Anyway, so as you can see, that's the button there. Of course, you run it all off of a powered AC out. Anyway, that's why I've got all this stuff on, because the CD player here is running into the into the old Wharfdales over there, and I just wanted you to hear this because this sounds amazing. The something about this Fisher here powering those Wharfdales over there sounds better than this other. Man, and I've got Marantz and I've got Sansui over there, but this sounds great. So what are we running there? That says barely poking 20 watts there, and I don't even have the bass up. Well, these should be down. I know below that, but anyway, let's change the tune here while I show you the back of this thing. This is the Fisher integrated. I can't even find a whole lot of it's infrared stereo, blah blah blah, whatever. Yeah, you've got a remote that came with it. Don't have it. So here's, let me just show you what's going on here. This guy. Yes, I have Marantz and all kinds of other stuff, Mackie, and I've got some Crown stuff laying around, but okay, it may not look like super audiophile, and the caps aren't huge in here. Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is, they're Nichicon. Turn this down. The parts are, you know, the sum of the parts equal pretty awesome compared to what you see. You don't usually see a lot of stuff like this in audiophile stuff. You know, you see more point to point, but when you come to, you know, when you come to the transformer, I mean, here's my finger into something like this. I mean, you tend to start to believe what I'm about to show you. Here's my, that's not, okay, here's my pinky. See how big that is? That transformer right there is about as big as something that you would see in this PV 1.3K over here, which is 1,300 watts. Okay, so is what they claim. But the rest of the stuff doesn't really look like audiophile stuff. I mean, you know, the caps there are kind of small. But you see a whole ton of fuses here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fuses there. And then you see on the power supply a couple more fuses here. And you have to remember, this thing's been rained on, and you know, it's I've been running a little hard. Anyway, just to show you, I mean, how this thing is made, it's actually a pretty nice freaking machine, and it sounds great. It powers 2 sets of speakers, and here's where they put the sync on the output transistors. They put it out the back. This thing's not even breathing hard, man. I mean, here's look at how big that sync is in there. I guess that's the driver, pre-driver's in there. And then some bitches, all the boards are separated real nice. I don't want to touch this real hard here, this little cap. Not leaning over like that, but I don't know what, you know. And of course they have the specialized connectors that all run together on this Fisher stuff, but I was never a huge Fisher fan. But let me show you what I'm talking about here. Let's make a long story short. I'm using big fat commercial cables here. I believe they're 14 gauge. There's a lot of copper in there, okay? And a lot of specialized connectors here. But here's what I'm trying to tell you right here, okay? For this Fisher, we're looking at 550 watts consumption. I believe every minute of it. I mean, I do, which, you know, say on the big Yamaha here is rated at 125 watts per channel. This, you know, the famous A1020, which is somebody scraped off there that I got from the dump. This thing is only like 220 watts, or I'm sorry, right there you can see it, 280 watts consumption, and it's rated at 125 per channel. How they come at that, I don't know, but you can see the big binding post there, and I'm using the big cables for, you know, the big JBLs here, and then I've got a big sub under there, a Bose sub, and then, you know, these big Workdales here, which are definitely audiophile, and these are definitely audiophile, and the Marantz there is definitely audiophile. But over here, if this sucker is really 550 watts consumption, the Fisher, and I can't even find this exact model. I can find like an 840, and that's the closest I can get. I mean, the 875. This thing is a beast, and I can't even find. I can run this thing hard, and it never gets warm. The Yamaha gets hotter than hell. I had to put this fan up here. You know, it's a little DC fan. I run it off of my ATX power supply, but this thing, it never, I mean, it never even gets warm. Let me focus this for you and show you what's going on here. This son of a damn bitch here, this Fisher, I think this thing's got more output than anything else I've got. Well, besides some of that other big stuff over there, or the commercial stuff, but this son of a bitch right here is awesome. Okay, when I got it at the dump, I had to pour the water out of it. And this video's getting long, I'm sorry. Let me just play some audio here for you. I've got the top off of it, as you can see. These guys aren't real big. They're Nichis. I can't read that. Maybe you can. I just got shocked by touching this stupid Marantz here. It's got an open cap or something there that's shorted. That's shocking me. And none of this other stuff does. But when I touch the Marantz and anything else, it shocks me. But that's, what is that, 8200? At 75? Anyway, here you go. Well, I can't do this long. There's two more fuses there. So you got, that's the protection board there. Okay, and there's the relay plus the fuses. And then you've got 5 fuses here. And then you've got the power supply here. So, I mean, you know, they skimped on a few things in this. Well, it looks like there's a couple of, transistors each underneath those. What is that there? I can't even tell. Oh, right and left. Okay, yeah, right. 5 amp 125. There's another, look, and there's another relay there. So, yeah, another relay there. Fuse, another, that's the protection board here. That would be the protection board. Not shocking me, we're good. And then power supply fuses here. I have never seen, shit, the Marantz doesn't have anything close to that in it. It's got maybe 2 fuses in it. Maybe, I don't know what that means. But, you know, they tried here to do something right. I mean, they skimped on a few things, but I'll tell you what, man, this Fisher is impressive, man. It's got some damn balls to it, guys. This Fisher is tough, man. If you could only hear this with the Wharftails over there, and those Wharftails are definitely audiophile. They're huge, sand-filled cabinets, you know, with 2 15s, 2 horns, and 2 mids in each one with rheostats on them. And let me see if I can find something decent here that you will understand if I were to turn it up a little bit. Now, I know it's late, but we'll do it for just a second, and this video is getting long. I have to make it quick before they cut me off. Thanks, YouTube. I've been making video after video and doing what I'm supposed to do, and you're going to be mean to me, whatever. So maybe we can crank this one here, and I'll just show you. I'll have to do this another day, because this right here will, this mother grabber right here will blast those things right there. Alright, that's into the 20 watt range, and it will go into the 150 watt per channel range, and I'm not going to do that tonight, it's late. Stay tuned for more.